Imagine a man who ventured into the jungle for a hunt and stumbled upon a rare catch, a tiger cub. However, as he approached to capture the cub, he witnessed something unexpected that would change his life forever. Once a hunter, he transformed into an NGO worker dedicated to protecting animals. What sparked this dramatic shift in his passion, and what did he see that had such a profound impact? Let's find out. Albert, a passionate hunter with a thirst for adventure, constantly sought out risks and new challenges. He traveled through forests across the globe, always in search of fresh experiences. One day, as he trekked through a dense jungle, marveling at the beauty of nature, he set up camp in an ideal spot, unaware that an extraordinary event was about to unfold, one that would leave an indelible mark on his memory. As he arranged his hunting gear, a rustling sound came from the nearby bushes. Peering through the dense foliage, Albert spotted a tigress. At first, he was thrilled by the prospect of an exciting encounter, but his excitement faded when he noticed her cub. Choosing to stay quiet and watch, he braced himself for whatever might happen next. It seemed like both the mother tiger and her cub were on a hunt, with the tigress teaching her little one the ropes. They had to cross a stream to reach their prey. The tigress breezed through it, but for her little cub, who was still learning, it was a bit tricky. As they were crossing, the cub slipped on a slippery rock and got swept away by the fast-moving water. The tigress panicked, watching her baby drift away. Meanwhile, Albert saw everything but hesitated to intervene because it was too risky to step in front of the tigress. She tried desperately to rescue her cub, but the current was too strong. Now both the mother and the cub were in danger. With a heavy heart and a sorrowful roar, the tigress realized she couldn't rescue her cub without risking her own life. Tears filled her eyes as she stood by the water, watching her baby drift away, her cries echoing through the jungle. Albert saw the situation worsening, and if he didn't act fast, the cub could be in real danger. Without a second thought, he dashed out from the bushes to help. Filled with kindness, he leaped into the water to save the cub, even though it meant putting himself at risk. With each powerful stroke, Albert battled against the rushing water, his heart pounding with adrenaline. Just in time, he reached the struggling cub, holding it tightly in his arms. The cub was wet and trembling from the terrifying ordeal. Turning to the worried tigress on the riverbank, Albert felt a mix of fear and hope. Would she understand he was trying to help, or would she attack him? Taking a deep breath, he moved closer, hoping for the best. To his surprise and relief, the tigress didn't show aggression. Instead, she expressed deep gratitude. She welcomed her cub back with gentle gestures, her fierce demeanor softened by her cub's miraculous return. It was a moment of understanding, bringing together man and beast in the jungle. As Albert watched the tender reunion between mother and cub, he felt awe wash over him. He knew he had witnessed something extraordinary, a bond formed not by fear or dominance, but by empathy and compassion. But Albert's journey wasn't over yet. He didn't realize that his kind act would change his life forever. Albert wasn't just a man. He was a hunter with a troubled past. The reality was different from what it seemed at first. Albert was a skilled hunter who not only explored forests for adventure, but also hunted rare animals for the illegal market. He was an expert in his field, and his abilities had attracted the interest of a group involved in the illegal trade of exotic animals. He was assigned to capture a tiger cub for profit, driven by greed and oblivious to the beauty and value of the creatures he hunted. However, that encounter with the tigress and her cub sparked something profound within him, a sense of duty to the wilderness and its creatures. No longer satisfied with greed, Albert pledged to use his talents for a greater purpose, to safeguard and preserve the very animals he had once pursued. With unwavering resolve, Albert cut ties with his old employers and committed himself to wildlife preservation. He joined a conservation NGO, where he discovered purpose and redemption in his new mission. For years, Albert dedicated himself to his work, rescuing vulnerable animals from poachers and predators. He traveled to remote places, risking his safety to protect endangered species. Each rescue brought him fulfillment, reminding him of his debt to the creatures he had once hunted. With unwavering determination, Albert left his old job behind and joined a group committed to saving animals. There, he discovered a new sense of purpose that brought him inner peace. For years, he worked tirelessly, rescuing animals threatened by hunters and other dangers. He journeyed to remote places, confronting countless risks to protect vulnerable creatures. Each time he saved an animal, Albert felt as though he was making amends for his past, repaying the wild for the harm he once caused. But the story didn't stop there. Albert was determined to expose the truth about his former organization, which had been illegally trafficking animals. With the help of wildlife authorities and the police, he set out to dismantle the operation. Relentlessly, he tracked them to their hideout, gathering crucial evidence for their capture. Thanks to Albert's efforts, the mission succeeded and all the criminals were apprehended. As Albert made his way back to civilization, he realized his journey was far from finished. With a renewed sense of purpose and a profound respect for wildlife, he committed to continuing the fight to preserve nature's fragile balance for future generations. Amidst the towering trees and the distant roars of the jungle, Albert's story of redemption and perseverance became a powerful reminder of the lasting strength of kindness and bravery in the face of adversity. What an incredible story! If you enjoyed this video and want to see more, don't forget to hit that like button, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel. We'd love to hear your thoughts, so please leave a comment below. See you in the next video.